Hello, YouTube, and welcome to episode 2 of the Bath City Save on FM 17. We have made it through the friendlies, and I've kind of got the squad set up, so we're going to bring you up to date with that, and then next episode we'll start out with the regular season. Like I said, I'm in Bath City, Vanarama National League South. We are doing a lot better as far as the way the squad is set up. Just kind of show you the staff and the changes we made with that. If you remember from the first episode, I was not really happy with my coaching staff. We actually got the board to agree to let us bring on another coach as well. So I've got a goalkeeping coach, I've got a assistant coach, I've got a regular coach, and myself. And you can see in goalkeeping we're fourth best. In defending we're first. We're first in attack and in fitness. We are second in mental, fourth in technical, and second in tactical, and we have the best man management. And the scouts, we had no scouts. We are now the best in judging playing potential and ability, and I also hired another physio, which makes us the best for medical staff. Real quick, I just want to kind of show you John Gray. This is the guy I brought in as the assistant manager. You remember from episode 1, the guy I had there, I just wasn't pleased with him. This is a huge improvement, I think, and I'm starting to see that in the play of the team as well. I did also bring in, I made a mistake, and I'll have to live with this. I brought in Ali Firth as a goalkeeping coach. What I really wanted him to do was to come in to help with attacking, defending, and fitness. All he wanted to do was get hired as a goalkeeping coach. I went ahead and said, yeah, okay with that. I did not realize until I started giving the coaching assignments, the only thing he would do is work with goalkeepers. So I'm kind of stuck with him until June of next year. And I'm going to try to renegotiate his contract and keep him on as a regular coach, but that's kind of where I'm stuck at right now. I did bring in some extra players as well. I've got 3 guys that came in on trial. They're sitting with us right now. I did bring another guy in on loan. Max O'Leary was already here, and Marvin Morgan had already been signed by the time I got here. Because of injuries, I signed Kieran Morris. He is coming in. Right now, I'm not having to pay him anything. We brought him in from Worcester, and I just needed some depth on my back line. I'm really kind of hurting there right now. One thing I noticed as I was going through this, Marvin Morgan, we've got him, and we are paying this. I'm kind of concerned about this. I don't like this. I'm paying him £2,800 per month, which makes up 15% of my wage packet for one guy. So I'm really kind of wondering about that. I don't like that, but I have to say he's doing a good job for us. One other thing we're having to deal with is injuries. And we've got 3 guys that are injured. Dan Ball got injured in the friendly with the under-23s, and he is going to be out for 3 to 4 months. That was a big loss for us because he was my right back. Hoping to get him back as soon as possible. We also had Jack Batten go down, who was one of my central defenders, starting central defender. He should be back in 9 days to 2 weeks, so we shouldn't be in that bad a shape with him. That's actually why I brought in the guy on loan for 2 months. And Lee Marshall, one of my central defenders, midfielders, he's out 6 to 7 weeks with an abdominal strain. So I'm looking at that was the 3 injuries that I'm dealing with. I've got a couple guys I've offered contracts to, but I've not heard anything back yet. So the side that I'm looking at, if we kind of take a look at the team depth chart and what I have here, I've got Marvin Morgan as my striker. On the left, I've got Shaquille Hunter. I've got Delio in the center, and I've got Josh Hutchinson or Shaquille Hunter on the attacking right. Frankie Artis and Billy Murphy are playing midfield, and in the back I've got Manny Montooth. Right now I've got Kieran Morrison in the back, and Dan Bowman on the back right side. It's not the ideal. I got Hamadi is the other guy in the back. It's not the ideal that I wanted to have, but It's what we've got right now. One of the things that I'm looking at is with my budget. I've got a wage packet of 20,000, a little over 20,000 pounds, and I'm spending about 18 and a half. So I've got 2,000 left, and I'm going to hold on to that because I don't want to get in a situation where we're really struggling. With the friendlies, how did we do on that? Well, the Bath Under 23 match, obviously we won that, which was great. But then we played Exeter, lost 2-1. Cheltenham just obliterated us. I mean, I ain't gonna lie about that. That was just ugly. If we look at the way that thing came out, I mean, they just, everything about it. They 24 shots to our 8 on target. And we did nothing good in that match. So that was a pretty bad one for us. We rebounded from that though, and we played Cambrian and Clydach and won 3-1, and then Yate and won 3-0. One thing that I was really pleased with was to see the way the ball was being moved around and how we were going to deal with the changes that we see with the side. My first match is going to be against Margate. That's where we're at right now. Kind of what my thought is on the next episode is we will play the Margate match in the video, so you guys can see how that goes. Probably the Weston Super Mar I'll play off stream, and St. Albans. Kind of what my thought is do one on and then do a couple off, and so we can make it through the season. I went through and looked. All of my rivals, there's none of them that I'm going to actually play, so that's not going to be an issue. If we look at the confidence of everything, overall they're happy with how we're doing. The transfers they're happy with. The finances they're pleased with. There's no real issues with the club that they're having any problem with. The transfer activity, they're not too happy that I signed Faisal Hamadi, but I think he's gonna pan out for us. Ishma J, I guess is how you would say his name. We signed him as another attacking midfielder. We brought a lot of guys in on trials, but I wanted to just evaluate them to add them to the short list. A lot of what we were seeing were people to play in the midfield, and that was not going to be an issue for us. So this is kind of where we're at right now. Looks like everything is set up. Looks like the team is ready to go, and we're going to start out with that Margate match on the next episode, and we hope that we see you back for that. If you like what we're doing here and you have not done so, go ahead and hit the subscribe button there. Also, if you want to, go ahead and if you think we are doing a good job, hit the like down there. Give me some feedback, folks. Let me know what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, and how I can get better. And we'll see you back for episode number 3. Thank you.